Why do you go online to buy something and then you leave with $150 worth of stuff that you didn't plan to buy? It's not an accident, it's actually psychology. And the best e-commerce brands use the same tactics to turn a $40 purchase into a $200+ order without making you feel manipulated. I analyzed 30+ high-performing DTC brands across beauty, wellness, fashion, and home goods, and I found 8 strategies that they all use to increase average order value. And I'm gonna show you exactly how they do it, why it works, and how you can implement it in your store, in your brand this week. Let's go. Hi, I'm Sabina. I'm the founder of Outbrand Them. Outbrand Them is a design studio that specializes in Shopify and Klaviyo for e-commerce brands who are doing anywhere from 100K to 5 million. And a question I've been getting a lot recently from founders is how do we increase our average order value? Because we have a lot of opportunities, we have a lot of SKUs, and consistently we're seeing a very low average order value. But the difference between a $50 and a $200 order is not your products, it's your strategy. Today, I'm breaking down the 8 psychological tactics that top brands use to increase average order value, and then also how to implement this without being sleazy. Tactic number 1 is going to be the threshold game. You've seen this everywhere, free shipping on orders over $75, spend $25 more and unlock free shipping. This is genius, and I'm going to show you why. Whenever you add a $40 item to your cart, most sites show you a progress bar, and you can also set this up in your Shopify. For example, you're $35 away from free shipping. And then suddenly you're not just buying what you came for, you're on a mission to hit that threshold. Psychologically, we hate to leave money on the table. Paying $8 for shipping seems like a waste, but spending $35 more to save $8 feels smart. I'm going to show you some examples because Glossier does this, Outdoor Voices does this, Allybirds does this. But here's the trick. They set the threshold strategically and it's not random. Here's how you're going to calculate your free shipping threshold. The first thing I want you to do is to find your average order value, and you can do that in Shopify. And then the next thing is you're going to add 30 to 50% on top of that. If your average order value is $60, set free shipping to $80 to $90. You want it to feel achievable, but require adding one more item. And the secret is the progress bar needs to be visible everywhere. Cart page, mini cart, even in the checkout. You can do this with free Shopify themes or apps like Free Shipping Bar, and it takes 10 minutes to set up. Tactic 2 is the bundle illusion. This is how skincare and supplement brands get you to buy 3 more bottles when you only need 1. Things like buy 2, save 15%. And here's what they do. They're going to show you 3 purchase options. Option 1 is buy 1 for $45. Option 2 is buy 2, save 15%, $38 each. Or buy 3 and save 25%, $34 each. Now you're not deciding if you want to buy, you're deciding how many to buy. This is called anchoring. The single purchase becomes the bad deal, and then the 3-pack becomes the smart choice. And because you see things like save 25%, it feels like you're saving money, even though you're spending $102 instead of $45. Body Shop does this with their buy 3, get 30% off site-wide promotions. Curology shows you the subscription options with save $5 per month messaging. Function of Beauty is another good one where they bundle shampoo and conditioner and treatment with complete your routine positioning. And here's how you're gonna do it on your store. If you sell consumables like skincare, supplements, coffee, pet food, offer a stock up and save bundle. And if you sell complementary products like jewelry, home goods, like create curated sets, the essentials set, the starter kit, the full routine. Tactic 3 is the cart upsell. This is gonna be your oh, and one more thing moment. If you add a $60 dress to your cart, the cart shows you complete the set with these earrings, or customers also bought this belt. And you weren't thinking about the earrings, you weren't thinking about the belt, but now you are. This works because you're already in buying mode. If you are in the cart, you are thinking, I am getting ready to purchase. Your credit card might be even out. Your mental spending limit is already set. Adding one $22 item barely registers. But that $22 item just increased the order value by 37%. Now, the best cart upsells are going to be very low commitment, like under $30, and then also complimentary, not random. And then I want it to be visual. Show the product, don't just list it there. And here's what I see working. Skincare brands add a travel size for $12, or like try our best-selling cleanser. Often home goods do things like protect your purchase with our care kit. Food and beverage could be like, oh, add a sampler pack. There's brands that are totally crushing this. Some brands that are totally crushing this, the Girlfriend Collective, they're showing you matching sports bras when you add leggings. Drunk Elephant shows you their mini sizes. Caraway shows you their cleaning products when you buy cookware. Like, to set this up, it's not as hard as you think. You're gonna use apps like Rebuy, Wiser, or even your theme's built-in cart recommendations if it has them. This one's a little sneaky, but it's one of the highest converting tactics that you can use. And it's called the post-purchase upsell, or the one-click upsell. And here's how it works. If somebody does a $75 order and they complete checkout, on the thank you page, they see, wait, add this to your order for 20% off. No need to re-enter payment info. Just click yes. And this works because one, they've already committed to buying. Two, the dopamine hit from purchasing is still active. And then there's zero friction. They don't have to re-enter credit cards. There's no extra checkout. Brands see 10 to 30% of customers take this upsell. If you have a $75 order, that is about $750 to $2,250 for that order for free, just by using this. The key to the offer is it has to be complementary to what they bought. It has to be exclusive to post-purchase, something like thank you gift, 20% off. One click, no extra steps. Warby Parker actually does this with a lens cleaner, and Magic Spoon does this with a add a flavor for $8. Caraway does this with lids or utensils. You can use something like Zipify, OCU, Reconvert, Rebuy. These integrate with Shopify checkout, and I've seen this single tactic add 10 to 50K per month to brands doing 200K. Tactic 5 is gift with purchase. And I think you already know this one. It's spend $100 and get a free makeup bag or free sample with orders over $75. This is going to tap into that same psychology as free shipping, but it's better because the gift feels more valuable than avoiding a $7 shipping fee. Sephora is known for this. They do it constantly. Spend $50 and choose your free deluxe samples. And Glossier does limited edition pouches. Supergoop gives you minis with larger orders. And the reason it works is because the gift feels exclusive. Like, it's not just avoiding you cost, like you're getting something. Now, here's how you're gonna do this without killing your margins. You're gonna use products that you already have, like sample sizes, travel sizes, overstock items, branded swag, or even partner with complementary brands for co-marketing. The gift doesn't have to be expensive, but it does have to feel special. You can use apps like Giftbox or BOGOs, or you could even just set it up as a free product at checkout using Shopify's automatic discounts. Here's the trick. I want you to make it time limited. Free gift with purchase this week only. This is going to add urgency, but then also have value. That's going to equal conversions. Tactic 6 is the build a box experience. This is gamifying your shopping experience at its finest. Instead of browsing individual products, the customer gets to build something, a custom skincare routine, a snack box, a fragrance set. Function Beauty, I think, pioneered this in hair care. You take a quiz, you choose a formula, you pick your scent, and then you customize the bottle. By the end, you've spent $60 on shampoo and conditioner, but it didn't feel like buying shampoo. It felt like you were creating something super custom for you. Care of does this with vitamins. You take a quiz, they recommend a pack, you customize it, and then you subscribe. Vitable does the same thing with supplements in Australia. And this works because it's interactive. You've engaged, you've personalized, it's yours. You're choosing the price point without even realizing it. And here's how you're gonna implement this. If you have between 5 to 10 SKUs, create a build your bundle page in Shopify. Even a simple pick 3 for $75 option can work. You don't need fancy tech. All right, guys, we're getting close to the end because we have tactic 7, which is the loyalty multiplier. This is how Sephora gets you to spend $400. This is how brands like Sephora get you to spend $400 freaking dollars to hit a VIB Rouge status. This is just a point program, but point programs aren't just about retention anymore, they're also about increasing order value. How this works is when you're about to check out with a $65 order, then you're going to see something like you're 200 points away from hitting your next reward, or VIP members get 2x points this week. Suddenly you're doing math. If I spend $35 more, I unlock the reward. Or if I just buy now, I get double points. And you've just added another product. And then suddenly you're doing math. If I just spend $35 more, I unlocked the reward. Or if I just buy now, I get double points. The psychology here is progress. We are wired to complete things. When we're about 80% of the way to a reward, we're going to spend more to finish it. And this is where brands get smart, which is tiered rewards. For example, Sephora has Insider, VIB, VIB Rouge. Ulta has Member, Platinum, and Diamond. Each tier unlocks better perks. So you're not just collecting points, you're trying to hit the next tier. To do this, you can use something like Smile.io or Loyalty Lion, and then use that for your points program. And then you're gonna set up tiers. It could be bronze is 0 to 500, silver, whatever, gold, whatever. Decide on what makes sense for your brand, and each tier gets better perks. Early access, free shipping, birthday gifts, exclusive products, and show progress. You're $50 away from silver status. Now, the final tactic is the scarcity tactic. This is combining time urgency with low stock alerts to kind of create FOMO. You've probably seen something like only 3 left in stock, or the sale ends in 4 hours, or only 2 left at this price. And the reason this works is because of loss aversion. We are more motivated by the fear of losing something than the possibility of gaining it. Like Fashion Nova does this religiously. Only 5 left on every product page. Revolve has countdown timers for sales. Gymshark does limited drops that sell out in hours because they do this. But here's the thing, I don't want you to fake it. Don't lie about stock levels, don't create fake urgency. If you have 3 left, say you have 3 left. If the sale ends Sunday, say it ends Sunday, but do it and display it prominently. Here's how I want you to do this ethically. Low stock alerts show the real inventory counts when you're at least down to the last 10. Flash sales, I want you to run 24 to 48 hour sales with countdown timers. Limited editions, I want you to create seasonal or limited colorways that are truly limited. And then early access, I want you to give email subscribers or loyalty members 24 hours early launch before the public gets it. Customers can smell fake urgency from a mile away, and it's like a very gross, scammy smell. Just try to stay away from that. A quick bonus tactic, just because we have time, and most brands screw this up, is your checkout page. Once somebody is at checkout, your job is to just remove friction. At every extra click, every confusing field, every unexpected fee, that is a lost sale. Here's what the top brands do. They do something called a guest checkout option. They're not forcing people to create an account just to buy from them. They do a progress indicator. They're like step 2 out of 3. They do trust badges. They're going to show things like security seals, guarantees, return policy, and they're also mobile optimized. Things like autofill, Apple Pay, Shop Pay, and then they have no surprise fees. They don't wait at the very last second to show you shipping costs. Now, if somebody's about to leave a cart, they also catch them before they leave with a pop-up saying, wait, here's 10% off. Brands like Allbirds, Warby Parker, Casper, they have obsessively optimized their checkout. Now, Shopify's native checkout is already pretty good, but if you want to enhance it, you can use apps like checkout extensions, Shop Pay, Recharge. Now, the average cart abandonment rate is 70%. If you can drop that to just 60% by improving the checkout, you've just increased revenue by 10%. This is the math, and this is how it's going to impact your revenue. Let's say that you're doing $50K a month with 1,000 orders, not bad, but a $50 average order value. Now let's implement these tactics and increase that average order value by just 30%. That is gonna take you to $65 per order, $65,000 per month. That is $15K more per month and $180,000 more per year. Same traffic, same ad spend, just a little bit of a smarter strategy. Now here's the best part. Increasing average order value is easier than getting more customers. You already have their attention, you already have their trust. You just need to show them what else they need. Now go into your Shopify analytics right now and look at your average order value over the last 30 days. Now imagine it 20 to 40% higher, and that's not a fantasy. Like, that's what happens when you implement tactics like what we just talked about. Now that you have the tactics, here's what I want you to do with them. This week, you're going to implement the following. On Monday, you're going to set up your free shipping threshold. I want you to use the formula, your current AOV plus 30 to 55%, and then add the progress bar using the free app or your theme settings. Tuesday, create a simple bundle or volume discount, buy 2, save 15, or bundle and save 10, use bold bundles or picky story. Wednesday, add cart upsells. Pick your top 3 sellers and show complementary products on the cart page. You can use like rebuy or just your theme's built-in features. Thursday, set a post-purchase upsell. I want you to offer one low-price complementary product for 15 to 20% off. Friday, you can add low stock alerts and a countdown timer for your next sale. Please just make it real. No fake urgency, guys. Please, no. And you don't have to do like all 8 strategies at once. You can just start with 2 or 3 and then test them and then measure the impact and then tweak and optimize and then layer in more. Look, increasing your average order value is one of the fastest ways that you can grow revenue without spending more on ads. If you want help implementing any of the tactics that we talked about, whether it's setting up your Shopify site or building your email flows or optimizing your checkout, that's literally what we do. And in the link in the bio or down below, there is a link to book a free audit. Now we'll just chat with you, see what's up with your store, see what you're doing, maybe what you could be improving. Now I want you to comment your average order value and we're going to see if we can help you double it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.